Okay guys, so we're going to be talking about multiplying and dividing fractions. Okay, so we've already done this a bit in class. So when we're multiplying fractions, so to multiply two fractions, we must multiply the numerators and the denominators together, and then make sure you reduce your answer. So an example of that would be if we had 3 over 8 times 7 over 9. Multiply the numerators and the denominators. Well, 3 times 7 gives me 21. And 8 times 9 gives me 72. Once you've done that, you're pretty much finished. All you need to do is reduce your fraction. That's it. If you don't reduce, you're not good. So you need to sort of figure that out, which we'll talk about more in the next video. But that's all you need to do to multiply fractions. So even if I were to have 3 over 5 times 6 over 4, multiply them out. 3 times 6 is 18. 5 times 4 would give me 20. And I'm done. Can this be reduced? We're going to talk about that more in the next video. This is just how to multiply them. That's all you need to do for multiplying fractions. So that's for two fractions together. Now, if you're going to be multiplying a whole number in a fraction, so to multiply a fraction by a number, we multiply the numerator by the whole number and keep the denominators. It's the same as placing your whole number over 1 to create a fraction, and then you're going to learn how to reduce your answer. So if we have, as one of our problems, 2 over 3 times 8. Well, 2 over 3 times 8 is the same thing as saying 2 over 3 times 8 over 1. And we multiply that out. So 2 times 8 will give me 16. And 16 over 3, 3 times 1 will give me 3, and I end up with 16 over 3. If I had 1 over 2 times 4, I would end up going, okay, well, it's 4 over 1. I would place my whole number over 1 to create a fraction. 1 times 4 is going to give me 4. 2 times 1 is going to give me 2. And I'm done. And we'll talk about reducing more in the next video. But that's for if you're multiplying by a whole number. Now, if you're, okay, so we're going to stop there for that one. Now, if for division, to divide fractions, you must use the reciprocal, which means that you flip the numerator and the denominator. To divide a fraction, we multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction. So if we were to have 1 over 2 divided by 2 over 3, we would need to use the reciprocal. So it says use the reciprocal, which means that you flip the numerator and the denominator. We multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction. So we would leave the 1 over 2 the same, and then we would use the reciprocal, and we would change our division symbol to a multiplication symbol, and we would have 3 over 2. So all the reciprocal is we take the 3 and reverse its position with the 2, and we turn our division into multiplication, and then we multiply it out, where 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 2 is 4, and then you're done. Okay, so they stay the same. That's it. That's all we need to do to figure out how we do the reciprocal. Now, I know you guys are a little nervous about fractions and you have some concerns or worries, but this is as complicated as it gets. So if we were to go and have something like a 4 over, oops, sorry guys, just got to extend my page again. So if we were to have something like 4 over 6 divided by 2 over 3, well, what we would do is we would leave the 4 and the 6 the same, and we would change our division to a multiplication symbol and have 3 over 2. 4 times 3 is 12, 6 times 2 is 12, and we end up with 1. That's it. That's all we have to do. So I hope this video was helpful and you guys are a little less worried about multiplying and dividing fractions. The next video is going to deal with reducing fractions and reciprocals, not reducing fractions and mixed numbers. So I'll see you guys in class and take care.